Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. In today's episode, I'm going to go around and see if I can explore a few things that I have yet to explore. Notably, apparently, I can search this for some reason. Hear the sound of running water, someone's washing dishes. Good to know.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker, shaped like a lion's head.
Okay, so this is the door we're supposed to open for the boss man. I don't necessarily want to do it. Knock on the door.
No answer.
Pressure against the door.
Not a sound. The silence is eerie. Even the darkness is holding its breath inside the apartment.
I know you're in there.
That already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
As you turn to leave, you hear footsteps on the other side. Yes, someone's definitely home.
We should leave and go talk with Evrard. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door. Maybe there's a workaround.
I mean, I can open the door.
The door has... The key stops midway in the lock. Something's blocking its path. Not a sound is coming from the apartment. The tenant's key is in the lock. The lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you.
Interesting. Quite interesting. Nevertheless. Oh, there's a wall over here. I can redo a check over here, I think.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Why am I looking at this wall?
Yeah, why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Thanks, Kim. I have a couple more checks I think I can do. I haven't actually really looked through them very well, but I think, like, there was, like, a big mirror behind the Hardy Boys. I still need to talk to Titus and convince him that I don't want to do anything to this woman. I just want her for information. There's a few things I need to do. I'm pretty sure there was a perception check back here, though, right? Yeah.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Look out the window.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches, light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it, a bronze key.
Interesting.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find.
That would be the logical thing.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
Can you hand that key to me, please?
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
If he says it's there, it's there.
Just let me slide by so I can grab that thing.
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch and slides it across the table. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched to its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
What about doors that open?
It could open the door in the kitchen.
The blue door.
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
There's no point asking them questions, so he's not gonna deflect and not answer it. If this opens this door, this is hilarious, because I was actually just looking at my journal. This is the only thing we have from Monday. We can clear this out, the Monday's gone. Nearly done my side quests for the first day I started. Oh my god, it's Thursday already. Jesus. I wonder how many days you have to complete this. You have to like Friday and then you fucked? I don't know. Let's see.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Dimple lock.
It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
Oh, right. That makes sense. There was that locked door up near class there as well, right? Let's try the key.
Fits the dimple lock.
Nice.
It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Interesting. I'm surprised that wasn't on a loading screen, to be perfectly honest. $5. Note, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. This pinball is white Diora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. Pinball machines. Pinball says Franconigerian. The theme is horse and swords.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white Dior machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
Diora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually. The lieutenant grimaces looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
What about the other one? The Franco-Canadian ball. Want to play that?
No.
Alright, fine. Before we go, let's just make sure I got everything in here. I think I did. So they're fixing pinball machines here, I guess?
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Excuse me for a second, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, we're back. That was a short phone call. Alright. The maintenance card on the control panel reads last maintenance 10th July 88. It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This elevator was last maintained in the future. This elevator was maintained a long time
At
ago.
the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Close the doors and go up. Kim's brave enough to do it, so am I. I assume this takes up to where Clasia is. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Makes sense, I guess. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. Pinball maker's coat. Is that better than mine, actually? Mine gives me esprit de corps and visual calculus, which I like. This one gives me empathy and hand-eye coordination. It's interesting. I have a few things to give me empathy now. I might be able to go... I think I have an empathy check on Kuno. So I might actually go... like, put on all my empathy gear, if that makes any sense. And then, is there anything else here that give me empathy? Nope, that takes away empathy. Looks like... Yep, okay. So this jacket gives me +1, these boots give me +1. That gives me, +2, I guess, which is nice, but... The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
She used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
I have cat claws in my
A
shoulder.
creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardys bang away at it.
Yeah, I noticed.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
William Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all that's left from that.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
Yeah, he's the same as us, where he's like, this is completely unimportant, but just having something fall into place is just satisfying enough that it's okay.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Looks like they gave up on fixing pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Footsteps, I just noticed. Just making sure there's nothing else I'm missing.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
That's very true. Let's have a closer look.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
The prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
Print doesn't look like the odd-sold print we found at the hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
That's very true, actually.
I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either.
That actually was something that I didn't even consider, so lucky he said that. People can change shoes. Yeah, that's an obvious thing. Thank you, Kim. This doesn't look like any of the workers' boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
What does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant.
Indeed. I already knew this, but it was the only other dialogue I had.
These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least they're a good argument for this Ruby doing it. To present to Titus.
Move on. Tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
Interesting that that's electrochemistry. It could be talking about the bottles lie around everywhere. It could also be talking about lust. I guess lust is probably the same It's probably in the same part of the brain as like alcoholism and things like that. I think it's seeing into class's bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
What were these people doing in here?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural. They're sensationally unnatural.
Let's finish the thought. Let's exit here and see if we can talk to Classer.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
Unbar the door. Interesting, that's actually a loading screen. That surprises me. That surprises me greatly.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
I need to talk to you about your room again.
Yeah?
That door there, do you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Do you think this has something to do with what happened?
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
It's an old pinball workshop. The room back there, this place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
There were tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
There's also a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Disgust.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
We don't know at this point.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
You must have some idea who might have been interested in making that hole.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
That's all for now.
She's lost in thought, eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
All right.
Apparently I can do this. In God's name, wake up.
We are still wide awake and staring into an archipelago of truths. Scandalous facts she shared, omitting nothing, even if it casts her as a demimonde with sexually lax morals. Gosh, she's so young, isn't she? She would look spectacular in a starring role. Be careful not to look too long into her soon-to-be famous face, lest it make you look like an indecisive suitor. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Interesting. I wonder if there is... I think I don't have a point. Okay, I thought I did have a point. I was tempted to chuck one into drama just to see if I could get that done. Because it looks like the idea is... You can, like... It's finding a way to, like, get her to be serious for a moment, right? Because, like, she seems to be, How would you put this? She's doing everything herself, right? Which is stupid when you have people here that can help you. I mean, it's not stupid if you're capable enough of doing it yourself, but... She made around 4 months payment for this room. Interesting. There's a lot of payment. Did I pay for a room for tonight? I should go check. We're sitting at 21 minutes. Let's talk to... What's his name?
Hey.
God.
Is there something you needed?
For some reason I was going to call him Grande. I don't know why.
Well, bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
First things first, about my bill.
Got the 20 real?
Here you are.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
You know, there might be other places to sleep on this coast. You'll find one eventually.
That's for another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He controls his excitement well.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
And you're gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines. It's a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, do you want to play a game? I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business-related, about how much money he could make of one.
Think of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now.
There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret door room, or in the secret back room, right next to Klaus's bedroom. I found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
I'm not gonna rat out Klaus for nicking the phone line. She did it by accident.
Yes?
Nope, that's it. Cool, so that's going to be it for this episode. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Where, I guess... It may have been long enough that I can go back and see those other two. Those other two, like, you know what I'm talking about. The woman, the scientist in the church, as well as the kids who want to start up a nightclub. They said come back in a couple of hours and we'll be finished with our stuff, so maybe it's been long enough. We'll see, I suppose. I can also talk to Titus about Ruby and the footsteps I found upstairs, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's all for next time. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you then.